If you travel with your phone, your earbuds and an Apple Watch, then you know what a pain it can be having to carry around all those cables and all those power adapters to keep those devices charged. Well, Zero have created a 3-in-1 travel adapter that allows you to charge all three of those devices at the same time using a single cable. Plus, it can even charge two phones, Apple or Android, at the same time. Now, I've been using both of these for the last few months, and I was actually in hospital recently as well, where both of these things just made the experience a whole lot easier. I will get into the detail of that a little bit more later, so let's get into it. Before we go any further, Zero did send both of these things to me to review, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so you are going to get my honest opinion. So looking at the case first, and Zero make a version of this case for every iPhone from the iPhone 12 onwards, so the latest one is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And they tend to make another version when the 16 and the 17 and the 18 come out as well. You get the drift. Let's face it, iPhones with the glass front and the glass back are, well, pretty delicate. However, once your phone is in this case, I don't really have any worries about dropping this. There is a rubberized outer that gives lots of added protection, so if it lands on your corner, I've got no worries about the actual glass inside the phone breaking. It's nice and tactile as well, super grippy, so it's not going to slip out your hands. Now, Zero say that the back is clear, but it's not really, it's more like sort of opaque white, so you can kind of just see the black of the phone through there. I do like that because it doesn't really show up fingerprints on the case like some other cases do. It gives it a nice frosted look. On the back of the case is an aluminium alloy metal bumper around the camera lenses themselves, which gives lots of clearance between your table and your camera lens if you're going to put the phone down, so there's no danger that you're going to scratch the lenses if you have this case on your phone. There is also a super cool secret thing hidden into the back of this case, because whilst here it looks like it's just a MagSafe compatible case, which it is, it also has an integrated kickstand as well. So you just kick that back, and there is your integrated kickstand. So this kickstand is super useful because you can have it in vertical or portrait mode here, or you can have it in landscape as well, just by turning it on its side, which allows you to easily watch Netflix movies or whatever you want without having to hold your phone. Plus, because it's MagSafe compatible, when you're not using it, you can just fold it flat and then you can put it on a wireless charger. You can attach any other MagSafe accessory to the case, it's still going to work. Moving on to the charger itself, and this thing folds up super small and also folds out, so you can then go and charge your three different devices. You've got your MagSafe charger here, you've got another wireless charging pad here, and then the one in the middle is what charges your Apple Watch. So with your phone, you can go and put it on the wireless charging pad and it just snaps onto place there. You can also have any wireless charging earbuds. They don't have to be Apple AirPods. Any pair of QI wireless charging compatible thing, whatever that is, will actually go out and work on this charging pad. Just put that on and that'll charge. This thing flicks up, and then you can go and put a Apple Watch. No, I don't actually have an Apple Watch, so this is just for demo purposes. The Apple Watch would sit there and then it would wireless charge. You get the idea. It does also come with a USB-C charging cable. I would also recommend getting their extended USB-C braided charging cable as well, because it just makes it easier to put your wireless charging adapter in various different places. So this travel charger has now fixed several things for me, because I now don't need to carry lots of cables and power adapters around with me. I can just carry the one and charge all of my devices on the one thing. And having wireless charging rather than having to plug cables in and out of all my devices all the time is just super convenient. I can just go and put my phone down and then walk off, and then when I'm ready, just pick it up and go. It's just a lot easier to use. It doesn't charge your device, like your phone won't charge as fast as if you plugged it into a cable, but it's just really convenient. And when you're done, it just folds up super easy, slots in your bag, takes up hardly any room. And if you're traveling light, that is just so convenient. As I mentioned at the start, I was in hospital recently, and both of these things just immensely helped me out with that, because I managed to put a garden spade through my leg, which then got infected, and then I had to go to hospital for a few days whilst they tried to sort out the right antibiotics would work, and I was in a fair bit of pain. I couldn't move around. I was lucky if I could make it to the bathroom that was like 2 meters away from where my bed was. So mobility was just really hard. And the power plugs aren't typically near where the bed is, and then you've got to try and plug your cables in and out. And honestly, just having this by the side of the bed where I could have it plugged into the wall, and then I could just go and put my earbuds down, I could put my phone down, they were just wirelessly charged. They were so much easier to just pick up, put down, than having to worry about cables everywhere. The kickstand was really useful as well because I would just watch Netflix movies and TV shows. I would just prop it up on the hospital table and could just watch it without having to hold my phone. Now, obviously, both of these things didn't fix my leg, but they did make the whole experience a little bit easier. I think it's one of those things that you don't realize how useful it is until you actually need it. Oh, and if you're wondering, the leg is getting better. Slowly. So should you buy them? Being able to wirelessly charge my phone without lots of cables everywhere has just been super useful. The only real con I can think of is that the travel charger doesn't come with a power adapter. So if you don't already have one, you would have to go out and buy one. However, you could just use the charger that you're using to charge your iPhone and just plug it into the travel charger rather than the iPhone. So at the moment, this travel charger is 50% off and it's only $50, and for that, I think that's a pretty good buy. The case protects the phone really well too without adding too much bulk, and it's still MagSafe compatible, and it's got that integrated kickstand, and this only costs $27. So for $77, you can get both the travel adapter and the protective case for your iPhone, and I think that as a bundle is a pretty good deal. I will put purchase links to both of these down below so you can go check them out for yourself. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.